Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a brand new pick-up pile for you guys today. And today we're just doing a general energy check basically between you and your person. See what's going on, see how things are going, that kind of thing. So yeah, just an overall general thing to kind of see where your person's at, like what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're wanting, kind of a thing. So it's just a little check-in between you and your person. You know, this could be your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, a crush, you know, your twin flame, your divine counterpart, your soulmate, however the connection is, whatever it is that you define it as. You know, maybe you're currently in connection with this person, maybe you're separated, whatever the case may be. We're going to dive in and check in. So we have 4 different groups today, and I have different 98 degrees items to use, which I just laugh at myself for, and I think is so funny. But that's what we're using today because I have a lot of this stuff, and it's fun and unique and it's different, and a lot of other people probably don't use this stuff. So I don't mind standing out, being a little unique here. So for pile 1, we have this Nick Lachey pin. It's a little pin, see? And I do have the other 3 guys from the group somewhere around here. I just don't know where. But Nick was the one that I just so happened to find. So this is the one that we have here for pile number 1. Maybe you're a Nick Lachey fan, that could be the pile for you. Pile number 2 is this Hot Wheels 98 degrees car. See, the guys are like actually on there. We've got 98 degrees on the top of the car. So yeah, it's a 98 degrees Hot Wheels car. Pile number 3 is a little mini 98 degrees book. So it's just like, you know, about a bunch of info about them and their journey and that kind of thing. So we have this 98 degrees book. You can put it in your pocket and take it with you anywhere. And pile number 4 is another 98 degrees Hot Wheels car. This one is blue. It has the boys on it once again, and there they are on the top of the car. So yes, these are your 4 options for piles. If you're not a 98 degrees fan, if you don't care about boy bands or whatever, I'm sorry, but these are the choices for today. Just pick whatever resonates with you in general. It's not about the objects that are sitting on top. I just like to be unique and different with that in general. That's a me thing. It's more so about what's underneath, what's happening in the cards. That's what we're looking at. So go ahead and pick your pile. Timestamps are down below, and we're going to start things off here with the Nick Lachey group with pile number 1. Hi, pile 1. If you chose this Nick Lachey pin, then this is going to be your reading to find out what's going on between you and your person right now. What's happening in the energies? What are they thinking, feeling, wanting, all that good stuff. So we're going to kick things off here with Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. And you guys have Homecoming. I promise I'll be back soon. I'm ready to tell you everything, vulnerable. I want you now, aggressive. Pedestal. I admire everything about you. From the Moonology deck, we have What Do You Need to Release? Waning Moon. And conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we've got Peppermint, Conscious Realization, Awakening, and Kiwi Strawberry, Youthfulness, Optimism, Exuberance. From Loving Words from Jesus, because I always like to say a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, and it's good to, include Jesus. He's the good third party to have in a situation. So let's see what he has to say. And he says, pray always. Luke 21:36. Prayer is good. For sure, for sure. It's good for the soul. From Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress, we have, I can show you the world. I want to taste you, to savor you. I don't deserve you. From my own little music deck that I created just for me to share with you guys, basically, this would be a song that they would dedicate to you if you were to turn on the radio. This would be the song that they would send your way to send you a message. And you guys got Invisible Man from 98 Degrees. How hilarious, because this is a 98 Degrees pick-up pile, so of course a 98 Degrees song had to come out. Well, I think it's safe to say 98 Degrees is very much so involved with this reading, which is hilarious. And finally, from Mixed Emojis, we're just going to check in overall on what their current emotions are, what their current feelings are, and their feelings are proud. They're feeling proud. Okay, so let's dive into this, you guys. Well, number one, it seems that you guys are probably not in union right now. You guys are probably not together as of this point in time, because we have, I promise I'll be back soon. So, if they're promising to be back soon, then chances are you're here because you're probably separated from your person. But the good news is they do plan on returning. They do plan on coming back soon. So that's very positive. They also say, I'm ready to tell you everything. Vulnerable. So I do believe when they do return, they are going to return with a very full and open heart. They're going to be vulnerable with you. They're going to be real. They're going to be honest. Maybe before they were kind of a little bit more guarded and a little bit more cold towards you and not willing to share completely everything they felt, everything that they had to say. Maybe in the past the situation was a little bit too much for them, a little bit overwhelming. They may have been on sensory overload, so they just needed to kind of step back and kind of just, re-examine things for themselves, take a little bit of time and space so they could digest and process things. Sometimes it's easier to do that with space than still be like in the mix and in the middle of all of it. It's like, when you get away from it, you can get a bird's eye view, you can get a different perspective, and I think that's what's been happening with this person. They've been doing that, but they're going to return, and when they do, they're going to be vulnerable, they're going to be authentic, they're going to be real, they're going to be truthful, they're going to be honest, which is definitely what you have most likely have been waiting for from this person. But this person does want you now. When I think of this card, and especially with it saying aggressive, I also am able to recognize and pick up with this card that there is some sexual energy, some sexual chemistry between you guys. So, there is that fire, there is that flame, there is that passion between the two of you. So it's not just all, it's not just all emotion. Like, they do want to touch you and feel you and everything physically. That's very much so there. And that's very much so there because we also have, I want to taste you, to savor you. So, they want to feel your kiss. They want to feel your embrace. And, it's funny because it's like, yes, in an aggressive way, they may want to do some kinky stuff or whatever, but I think at the core, they want to make love is what it comes down to, because they really truly do love you. It's a deep, deep bond, a deep connection, which is a beautiful thing. We also have, I admire everything about you, pedestal. Now, this is kind of like a double-edged sword in a sense, because it's great that they do admire you. It's great that they think all these wonderful, highly lofty things about you. You know, it's better than them thinking awful things about you, obviously. But the problem, the catch-22 in this is they may think a little bit too highly of you because it says pedestal. So even though it's great that they think that, you know, you probably got like Tinkerbell glitter coming out of your butt or something to them, the problem with that is they wind up devaluing themselves and feeling like they're not good enough for you, which we do have, I don't deserve you. So that's probably one of the issues in this connection because, you know, you really should both be even-keeled, seeing each other equally. You know, you shouldn't have them on a pedestal and they shouldn't have you on a pedestal. But chances are this could be where there's a little bit of an imbalance in this connection. So they probably don't feel worthy of you. We also have feeling proud. So when I see the fact that they're feeling proud right now, I feel like they're feeling proud of you because they admire everything about you. So even if you guys aren't talking right now, you know, maybe you guys are connected on social media, maybe you have mutual friends. Either way, they're probably checking in on you somehow, some way, so they have a general idea as to what's going on with you and what you've been up to. And whatever it is that you're doing, they're probably very proud of you and they admire what you're doing. You know, maybe you're a really hard worker and you're very dedicated at your job. Maybe you're a parent and you do a phenomenal job at raising your kids. You know, maybe you made choices in your life that were difficult to follow your dreams and to pursue your passions when most people wouldn't do that, to live outside the box, to get out of your comfort zone and that kind of thing. Maybe you moved far away from where you were born and raised because, you know, you had to follow your passions and your dreams. So many different possibilities of what you could be doing or what you could have done. But when this person looks at those things, they're very proud of you. It's a part of what they admire about you. The only issue is they probably take it a little bit too more drastically than they should, which creates the imbalance. And that needs to obviously balance itself out. So, you know, when I look at what do you need to release, you know, the balance factor with this person feeling like they're not good enough for you and this card are really like the only kind of downer cards in this group, because overall the energy here is very good. It's very positive. So when I see this card, obviously, like the answer with your person is they need to release this pedestal mentality, obviously. They need to take you off the pedestal and they need to find worth and value within themselves to know that they are good enough for you, and they need to see you guys as equals. That's definitely a part of it. But that's not your responsibility. That's something that they need to figure out and they need to arrive at themselves, which I do believe that they're getting to, and I'll get to that in a minute. But also when we see what do you need to release, I think this is just like a question proposed to you, just kind of like, is there anything going on within yourself dealing with this connection that you need to release? Is there any unhealthy thinking, any toxic mental pattern that you need to let go of? Because I don't feel like anything that you're doing, you know, I don't feel like you're doing anything wrong or anything to be disruptive of this connection. If anything, it just may be like a little bit of tweaking here and there on maybe your thought life, on your mindsets and everything, just to maybe get into a little bit more of a positive mind frame, just so you can manifest this and everything. So I would just ask yourself, what do you need to release? Is there anything on your end that you can think of that, you know, you could set aside to make this situation better? But the good news is the conclusion is within reach. So, you know, that totally makes sense with, I promise I'll be back soon. I think the promise of this person returning is the conclusion, the fact that, you know, they're going to return. So that happily ever after is coming. I do believe that is the conclusion. And, as for your person needing to work on taking you off of the pedestal, I believe that they are working on that, because with Peppermint, we have conscious, realization, and awakening. So I believe your person is most likely going through an awakening, which is why they're saying they're going to be back soon. But in the process of going through their awakening, they're probably, going through a lot of really rough and tough stuff right now. But they're probably also learning their own worth, their own value, and they're learning that they can be equal with you, that they can, they can admire you, and they can appreciate all the wonderful and amazing things that they love about you, but they don't need to put you on the pedestal. So they're probably in the process of learning that and understanding that right now, going through their awakening. With youthfulness, optimism, and exuberance from Kiwi Strawberry, I just take that as, you guys probably both make each other feel very youthful. When I think of youth, I think of energy and excitement. Maybe you guys have known each other since you were very, very young. But if not, even if you guys are older or whatever, I'm sure that it brings out like that youthfulness and your inner child at play when you guys are together. Maybe that's been one of the things both of you have been healing in this situation. Maybe both of you have been working on healing that inner child. But, I would say, once again, if we go back to what do you need to release, if you're holding on to any negativity with anything, not just with your person, but, even if you're holding on to negativity with other things in your life, like maybe you're having a difficult time at work, or maybe there's a family member you're having a little spat with or something, it's best to release all negativity, just because even if it's outside of your person, it can still impact that situation. So, release any negativity, find the optimism, because I think for you, that's probably going to be what you need to do. Start looking at that glass half full. It's not half empty. It really isn't. Things are not as bad as they seem, because if you've been thinking, oh, this situation is over, it's done, I'm never going to hear from this person again, I think you're wrong. And I think that this person is going to return. They are going to come back. And the cards definitely show that. Like, they show some really good energy here. Let's see. We also have I Can Show You the World, which when I see I Can Show You the World, I automatically think Aladdin, a whole new world. I can show you the world. So, maybe you have yourself a little bit of an Aladdin here, which is funny, because if you think about Aladdin, he was a street rat, he wasn't a real prince, he had to use the genie to make a wish to become a prince, because he wanted to impress Princess Jasmine, because he had her on this pedestal thinking that he wasn't good enough as who he was. So, you guys actually really may be like Jasmine and Aladdin, which is kind of funny. So I think that really makes sense here with I Can Show You the World. It's like you guys have two songs, because, your other song is Invisible Man by 98 Degrees. If you're not familiar with the song, look it up here on YouTube or Spotify, iTunes, wherever. It's out there. But basically, as the title suggests, the guy feels like he's invisible to the girl that he's singing about in the song. So there's a chance, because he does have you on such a pedestal, because he's Aladdin, he's the street rat, and you're Princess Jasmine, he may feel like he's invisible to you. Obviously, he's not invisible to you, because if he was, then you wouldn't care and you wouldn't be asking about him right now. But in his eyes, from his perspective, in his world, he feels like he's the invisible man. And finally, with Pray Always, this is just good advice for any situation in life, no matter where you're at, whether things are good or bad. It's always good to pray. But definitely, if you've been praying for your person, if you've been praying in this situation, continue to pray. It is making a difference. It's going to continue to make a difference. And, you know, they say if you can't get someone off of your mind, that's a sign that you're supposed to be praying for that person. So keep praying for them, because chances are you can't get that person off of your mind or you wouldn't be here. But yeah, it's been a struggle, but you guys are going to get through this for sure. A little bit of work on their end, which you just have to, you know, pray and trust that God's got it on that end of things. You keep taking care of you, you know, release any junk that you need to for yourself. Stay positive and know that this person, they are coming back. And I love this card because, you know, you have the two hands coming together to form the heart. But look at how like bright and golden and sunshiny it is coming through there. Like that just says promises. And it says, you know, I promise I'll be back soon. But like promises really being kept and carrying through. And I do believe this person is coming back for you. So hang in there. You be proud of yourself because this person is proud of you too. And it's all going to be okay. I hope this made sense for you guys. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose this reddish color, purple, I don't know, magenta, I don't know what color you want to call it, but this Hot Wheels car with 98 degrees on it, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what is happening between you and your person. General energy check here, what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they're wanting, all that good stuff. We're going to start off here with Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, and you guys have Fiery, you make my temperature rise. Reconciliation, it's time to unite and work together now. Comparison, nobody could ever take your place. Humor, I love how you can always make me laugh. Okay. From the Moonology deck, we have Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon. And the answers you need are coming, Full Moon in Gemini. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have Coconut, Protection, Purification, Boundaries, and Mango, Attraction, Intrigue, Sensuality. From Loving Words from Jesus, because at least to me, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, we have I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. John 10:11. From Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress, we have There is a place. Will you meet me there? You are wonderful. And I live with you in my dreams. This blank card here are basically a bunch of songs that I channeled and just kind of wrote down to share with you guys here. And this would be a song that they would dedicate to you if you were to tune into the radio. This is what they would have to say. Born to Make You Happy by Britney Spears. And finally, from Mixed Emojis, this is just a general overall check on their emotions and how they are feeling at this time. And they are feeling calm. All right. definitely worse things in the world to feel than being calm. So that's a good thing. All right, you guys. So here's what I see going on with you guys. Most likely, you guys are probably in separation right now if you're watching this. And either you guys haven't been talking, there's either no communication, or there's been very little communication. And the reason why I'm picking up on that is because we do have the reconciliation card here, which means whatever was broken, whatever was torn apart, whatever wasn't so good, it's going to be reunited, it's going to be put back together, it's going to be better than ever, and you guys are going to reconcile. You're going to repair things, you're going to heal things. It's time to unite and work together now. So this person does want to reconcile with you. They do want to come back together. They do want to reunite. So that's very positive. It's possible maybe that during this time apart, maybe they went off and they dated somebody else. Maybe they were with someone else. Maybe you went off and you were with somebody else. You know, who knows how long you guys have been apart from, but, you know, maybe you both went off and saw other people, or even if there wasn't dating other people involved, maybe you both just had other things to go out there and do and see and explore in the world in general. Maybe you guys had to travel to different places, you know, who knows what. But bottom line is, it doesn't matter how much time has passed, and it doesn't matter how far away you've been from one another. After all those life experiences and after dealing with all those different types of people, whether it's been people you guys have dated or not, this person has come to realize that nobody else could ever take your place. You know, you have this special place in their heart, and you touch them in ways that nobody else can. So, yeah, that's where the comparison card comes in. I feel like this person has really learned that, that they can't replace you. You know, they can run, they can hide, you know, they can try to put the round peg into the square hole. It's not going to happen. You're the round peg, and if they're going to get that round peg through there, you know, they gotta pick you up and drop the square peg, you know? So they've definitely come to realize that there's definitely sexual chemistry between you guys, sexual energy happening. You make my temperature rise, fiery with this card. With the last pile, you know, they had a bunch of good cards too, and they had just like one kind of sexual energy kind of card, and so are you guys. So I think this is definitely confirming so far for each group that, you know, you guys have like these loving, good connections, and, you know, there's the love, but then there's also like the heat and the fire and the passion. So this person definitely wants you. They want you emotionally, but they also want you physically. And it seems like you guys probably have a lot of fun together when you do spend time together, because we have humor. Maybe you guys have inside jokes that you share with one another. Maybe that's another reason why no one else could ever compare, because, you know, maybe some of the things that you guys laugh about, like, no one else would be able to get it. People would probably just look at you both like you grew antlers on your head or something. But yeah, maybe you guys have like these really funny private jokes. Maybe you share the same type of humor. But either way, you guys definitely seem to have a lot of laughs with one another, a lot of good hearty belly laughs, which is a beautiful thing. You know, laughter, as they say, is the best medicine. So yeah, and we also have attraction here, intrigue, sensuality, which makes me think of this card with the making the temperature rise. So I think this is just confirmation here of that sexual chemistry between the two of you. You know, this person is definitely attracted to you. There's definitely something sensual between you two. They are intrigued by you, so that's definitely there. I also feel that this person feels protective of you as well, you know, with everything that you've been through together. And I feel like with whatever has happened in the time that you guys have been separated, it's been a time of purification for each of you. You know, you guys have both kind of gone through this purifying process of learning and understanding things, and, you know, shedding negative, toxic ways of thinking, you know, letting go of bad, unhealthy mindsets and, just cultivating healthier, better ways of thinking about ourselves, because so much of our life and what happens, it all starts in our mind. It all starts in our thoughts. It all starts with like the communication that we have within ourselves, basically. And our thoughts become our words, and our words become our actions, and our actions become our character, and our character becomes our life. So, it's a snowball effect. And, we don't usually think about it too much, because usually we don't give that much attention or value to thoughts, but thoughts are containers for power. They do a lot more than we realize. So I think you guys have really been purifying your thoughts. You guys have been establishing and understanding healthy boundaries. And the healthy boundaries could be in regards to one another, in case you guys maybe had more of a codependent relationship in the past. But it also could be learning healthy boundaries in other relationships around you as well, because, all of our relationships kind of overlap and intertwine and impact and affect one another. So, so you guys have definitely been learning that, but I do believe this person feels protective of you, because there is this incredible love that's there. So, if it's been a long time that you haven't seen this person or talked to this person or, achieved what you would like to with this person, it is coming. The answers that you're looking for, they are coming. So hold on and have faith and believe the impossible, because sometimes in this situation you may have felt that it is impossible. And this is weird. I feel like it just like randomly got darker in here. The sun just kind of like moved away. I don't know why. I may have to like turn on a light here or whatever. Hopefully you guys can see well. But totally random. But yeah, believe in the impossible, because this person wants to reconcile. And maybe you thought that that was impossible. Maybe that's the thing you thought would never happen. But they do want to reconcile. Shadow? No. Hey, stop. Even Shadow believes, and my dog believes that you guys will reconcile. So, oh, that's kind of funny. But yeah, like maybe this was the thing that you thought was unbelievable. Maybe this is what you thought was impossible. But reconciling with this person is totally possible. You just have to believe. What is that song? There's a Justin Bieber song, Believe. So there's another song for you. Just totally came to my mind. So believe. Believe like that song. But this person does see you as wonderful. And I live with you in my dreams. So maybe during this time that you guys have been separated, maybe you guys have been dreaming about one another a lot. So I would definitely give you the piece of advice to really pay attention to your dreams. When you first wake up in the morning, if there's something that you remember, keep a notebook or something right near your bed so you can write it down first thing when you wake up so you don't forget. And then you can look back later on in the day and, maybe try to understand a little bit better what that was all about. But definitely pay attention to your dreams, because they may be giving you insight when it comes to this person, because this person definitely seems to be dreaming about you. There's probably a lot of 5D action that's been going on because of that. So dreams are definitely key. And there's a place, will you meet me there? That just kind of coincides right here with reconciliation. So they're probably going to hit you up, and, maybe you guys have a special place that is important to both of you that has significance. And whatever that place is, they may send you a text or whatever and say, hey, can you meet me at blah, 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 So be on the lookout. That's going to happen. And the song Born to Make You Happy by Britney Spears, that's just a very sweet and endearing song, It basically is what it says it is, that this person feels that they were born to make you happy. So, that's a very, very sweet sentiment for sure. And with their feeling of feeling calm, to me, that shows that they probably have already gone through a lot of internal work already. Because usually, if someone is going through an awakening if they're still kind of like going through the process of healing and learning a bunch of stuff, the emotion is probably going to feel not so great. But if they're feeling calm, I feel like this person may have just kind of entered the rest of God, is the best way I can describe it. Meaning they probably have the peace that surpasses understanding, which means they probably feel pretty relaxed about things with you, even though you guys haven't reconciled yet. But they're definitely on their way there, and they feel calm, and they're probably, it's like that calm before the storm. And I don't mean like a negative storm. I mean like the storm of your love, like the storm of this new passion rising between the two of you. So, yeah, but this person feels very calm, so that's a very positive thing. That's a good thing. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. So obviously this is implying, how Jesus basically died for our sins. He laid down his life on the cross for us, kind of a thing. And, that's of course beautiful, but I feel very much so, at least in regards to this connection and this question, I feel like it's basically saying that this person would give their life for you, like that. Like they have that kind of love for you. Like they have the kind of love that Jesus has for you. They have that type of unconditional love for you as well. They would go the extra mile. So that's definitely really all positive. I'm not exactly quite sure when this person is going to pop back up and come through on that reconciling, but they're definitely going to be on the way. So I would be on the lookout for it until it does happen. If it does require a little bit of time, because sometimes these things do take a little bit of extra time, just continue to believe in the impossible, because with the spread that we have here, clearly nothing is impossible with this person. So I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated for you guys. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave me a comment down below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. And feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose this mini little 98 Degrees book, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what's going on between you and your person right now. A little bit of an energy check. See how they're feeling, see what they're thinking, see what they're wanting, kind of a thing. We're going to start off with The Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, and we have Expressive. I can't hold back anymore. Things are coming together now. Alignment. Intimidated. I'm so nervous around you. Destined. You've helped manifest my dreams coming true. Okay. From the not the ice cream oracle, we're getting to that one. From the Moonology deck, we have a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. And a new start is coming, new moon, but it is in reverse. With the ice cream oracle, now we're getting to that one, we have green tea, work ethic, diligence, and meticulousness. And lemon, clean, detoxify, release. From Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, we have, peace be unto you as my Father hath sent me. John 20:21. from Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress. I almost burped. I'm sorry if you heard that. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm not worthy. And I get so sad, I don't know what to do. From my own little Blink deck here, which are basically songs that I've channeled. And these would be songs that if you were to turn on the radio, this would be the song that your person would dedicate to you as to what they have to say. And the song that your person wants to play for you is Hard to Stop by Dream. And finally, from Mixed Emojis, this would just be an overall energy check on them with their emotions. Just how are they feeling overall right now? And we have shy. They're feeling shy, which makes sense. Okay, so here's what I see going on with you guys. Same as the first two groups, you guys seem to most likely not be communicating or having very little communication. But you guys are working on things, that's for sure. So number one, the first thing that I noticed is I saw these two cards together, and just in terms of aesthetic, just like looking at them, they look very similar. You know, obviously like all the cards in this deck in particular are silhouettes. So we have silhouettes here, but like I just thought it was interesting because, you know, you have the nature outside, you know, you have like, looks like an ocean or something behind them. And, you know, you have like this sunset, very orange and red kind of vibe going on in each card. So I felt like just like energetically, these cards just, I don't know, they kind of magically link up and sync together in a sense. So we have alignment, things are coming together, and I'm so nervous around you, intimidated. So I feel like you guys are in the midst of the process right now of working on things, because whatever reason you guys haven't been talking or things fell apart, you guys broke up, whatever it was that happened, it happened because you guys were not like fully ready to take the next level, to take it to that next level of commitment with where you guys were at that point. You guys each had some things you had to work on to make yourselves better in order for that next level to be successful and to be blessed and to be abundant when you guys reach that next level. So I think that both of you are working on this right now. Both of you are working on yourselves. And, you know, that could look like a bunch of different things. That could look like, you know, monetary needs. You could be working on your job. You could be working on your finances. You could be working on your own personal foundation to make your life better. It could be more internal stuff like your thought life. You could be, you know, working past a lot of doubts and fears and insecurities and mental strongholds that have kept you weighed down. You know, it's probably different for everybody, but you guys are definitely working on those things so you guys can be aligned. Now, one of the things I feel that your person in particular is working on is this, because they probably feel intimidated around you. They feel so nervous when they're around you. So there may be a little bit of the pedestal energy coming out of this group. I know it was pile 1 where their person had them on the pedestal, and your person may have you on a little bit of a pedestal as well. You know, maybe you're kind of like a girl boss and, you know, you have it going on at your job and everything, and maybe you're, you know, super successful and confident and stuff like that, and that may be a little bit intimidating to a guy. Because, you know, typically for a man, they feel like, you know, they want to be the breadwinner. They want to be the provider. So, you know, that could be a little awkward for them. You know, that's just an example. It may not be like that for all of you, but that's just an example of what it could be. But for whatever the reason may be, they do feel intimidated by you. You know, you give them the butterflies in the stomach, so they, you know, they feel a little nervous and stuff. But that's something that they're working on. You're working on your own stuff right now. But this person, you know, if they've been quiet, if they haven't been talking to you, they don't want to be like that forever. You know, they're kind of holding back right now. They're probably being a little bit guarded and containing their emotions, but they do want to let loose. They do want to tell you how they're feeling. I can't hold back anymore, expressive. So, you know, they can only hold that in for so long. It's eventually going to come breaking through. It's eventually going to come out, because this person knows that you guys are destined. You've helped manifest my dreams coming true. And I feel like this is a part of the alignment. Once again, you guys are both working on yourselves quite a bit right now, because you are destined. You're destined to become aligned. So you guys are working on yourselves, getting your own lives in order, getting your houses in order and everything, so you guys can come together and have your dreams come true in full together, because you guys are destined to be with one another. So you guys are on the path. You guys are on the process right now. You know, it's the whole thing of, you know, you're not where you want to be yet, no, but thank God you're not where you used to be. So you're somewhere in the middle of that path. You're in the middle of the journey. And the reason why I feel like you guys are somewhere in the middle of it and you're not quite yet at that finish line yet is we also have a new start is coming, new moon, but it's in reverse. So I do believe that, like, that reconciliation, when you guys are when you guys are aligned together and when you guys walk into your destiny together, I believe that that is coming. But you guys are still going through the process of growing and learning and developing separately, individually right now. So the new start is just not here yet. That doesn't mean it's not coming, but I don't think it's here right now. I think it's still yet to come down the road. And that could look differently for everybody. You know, for some people, it could be a matter of a few weeks. Another group of you, it could be a few months. You know, for some people, it could be as soon as a few days. So, you know, it's going to be different for everybody. But that new start, it is going to come. It's just not going to happen right now. So that's just a heads up. You're going to have to be patient. There's going to be a little bit more time of waiting to go through. We also have clean, detoxify, and release with lemon. And with green tea, we have work ethic, diligence, and meticulousness, which also indicates to me that you're both in this place of working on yourselves. Because number one, you know, with lemon, clean, detoxify, release, this goes to show to me that both of you guys are in this place right now of working on yourselves, you know, kind of cleaning house from within. So any negative thought patterns that you have, any insecurities, any crappy things that you feel about yourself, you know, any unhealthy thought patterns, any negative mind holds, mindsets, any strongholds in those areas are being broken off of you. You're learning to develop healthier thought patterns. You know, you're relearning how to think positively and how to manifest things and how to feel good about things in your life. Even if things are not going exactly as you would like them to, as you want them to, you're learning how to really, in a sense, make lemonade out of lemons. So you're doing a lot of internal work, number one. And the second thing that you're doing is I feel like both of you are really busy at work, like literally in terms of building your foundation, in terms of like your job, your career, your business, your money. I feel like both of you are very busy in that. So there's like the internal work that's just happening on the inside, your own thoughts, your own emotions, your spiritual walk that you guys are working on cleaning and making healthy and right. And then on the outside, it's really coming through in terms of your career life, your job life, what's going on there. So I feel like both of you are very hard at work in both of these areas right now. And, you're laying the foundation down for this destiny to happen with one another. So you guys can manifest those dreams coming true. But you're both in the process of really building a very solid foundation, which is great. And that's exactly what you guys should be doing and need to be doing if you want to take this to the next level successfully the next time around. So, that's why this new start is not going to be happening, at least anytime, I would say, soon. But it is going to happen. You just got to keep doing this stuff. That's really good to do. We also have a time to give rather than take. So when I see that, really it's funny because I feel like that's basically saying, and this is almost going to sound like counterproductive, but just grin and bear it. Hold on with me here for a minute while I explain this. I know a lot of times, especially in like twin flame situations, people are always like, work on yourself, work on yourself, work on yourself, blah, 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 blah. Focus on yourself, focus on yourself. It winds up being so much about you, self, 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 self. Well, actually, the whole focus on you thing actually kind of makes me mad because in a way it sounds so selfish to me because you make it all about you and then you're not actually keeping your eyes on the prize, which to me is God. And when you're not focusing on God, God can't take care of you. And then you're not really able to be there for others because you're so like self-involved. It's almost like a self-absorbed kind of thing. And I don't believe that you guys are doing that. I believe that you guys are focusing on yourself in a healthy way with this stuff and, working and everything too. But I feel like when you guys are not focused on work or cleaning up your own thoughts, you need to be going out there and helping other people. So, whatever ways it is that you can give back to others, maybe you can help other people who have been through complicated romantic situations like this, or, maybe you have a neighbor who needs you to run errands for them or something because they can't leave the house because of things going on with coronavirus. Or maybe you can babysit somebody's kids, or maybe you can walk somebody's dog, or whatever it is that you can do to just help somebody out. Maybe you can, spare someone $10 or $20 because they're short on change for something. Maybe you can pay for the person behind you in the drive-through line when you go pick up your food. There's a lot of ways that you can give back. Give rather than take. So I believe that this is going to help you a lot too. And it's also going to help you in terms of cleansing yourself. It's a way to help yourself by helping others. So if that makes any kind of sense. That's why I don't like the whole focus on yourself thing, because it comes across greedy and selfish to me. And I'm like, no, you should really be like getting out there and lending a helping hand, helping other people, have a good connection with God. We have peace unto you as my Father hath sent me. So, spend some good quality time with God. That's going to bring you some peace. But yeah. And in the past, I feel like your person definitely has hurt you probably in some way. I mean, obviously you guys are doing all this stuff, working on yourselves right now anyway. There's obviously a reason for that. So however this person hurt you, they didn't mean to. It was never intentional. They didn't do it on purpose, obviously. So I feel like they feel bad for that because now they feel not worthy of you because of whatever went down. And that's a part of their process and a part of something that they have to heal and that they have to work on in order to get things aligned here. So they're definitely working on that. But yeah, I get so sad, I don't know what to do. So I really feel like these three cards really match up with each other very, very well. You know, they get sad, they don't know what to do because they hurt you and they didn't mean to, and it's making them feel like they're not worthy of you. So at least on their end, this is all stuff that they have to work on and that they have to heal. You know, this is where they have to, you know, do some cleansing and detoxifying, and they have to release, you know, the feeling of feeling unworthy of you kind of a thing. So the best thing that you can do is pray for them in that situation so they can heal from that, so they can recover from that. Also, if you haven't forgiven them, forgiving them would probably help a lot too, because then they would know that the door is open, like, oh, hey, you know, they don't hate me. Because they may feel that, like, you hate them or something because of whatever it was that happened, whatever it was that went down. So if you've been really cold towards them, if you haven't forgiven them, then you should probably do that if you want things to move forward, because they may feel like you're the ice queen here and you don't want to have anything to do with them. So that could be a possibility as well. And therefore, it's making them feel shy. And, you know, if they don't feel worthy of you, if they feel sad and they don't know what to do, they didn't mean to hurt you, no wonder they're feeling shy. They probably don't even know how to approach you, even though they have a lot of stuff they want to get off of their chest. They don't really know how to because they're feeling shy, which is another reason why I feel like this new start is not going to be happening right now, because they kind of have to get over that. They need to work on that. You probably have some things that you need to keep working on your end of things. As for Hard to Stop by Dream, if you don't know the song, look it up on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, wherever. But basically, the girl group pretty much sings how it's hard to stop loving this person. It's hard to stop being pulled in by this person. It's hard to stop being attracted to this person. And I'm sure that's exactly how they feel when it comes to you. I mean, if they didn't feel that way, they definitely wouldn't feel sad about anything. They wouldn't feel any remorse if there wasn't a connection there. So, yeah, but that's pretty much what I see going on for you guys. You guys are going through, is the best way I can describe it. Like I said, you're not where you want to be yet. You'll get there if you, you know, keep plugging away day after day, you know, one step in front of the other. You're not where you want to be yet, but you're not where you used to be. You guys are like in that weird in-between area where, you know, you just have to keep pressing through, where it's like every day, you know, it's just one foot in front of the other. Take it one day at a time, kind of a thing. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope that this message helped and it resonated. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, give this video a big thumbs up. That certainly helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose this 98 degrees blue Hot Wheels car, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what is happening between you and your person. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they wanting? You know, all that good stuff. Alright, starting with Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, we have I'm ready to leave and bring you balance, justice. Marry me, wifey material, fulfillment. I know we can do it, wholeness. Here and now, I want you back in my life. Okay. From the Moonology deck, we've got communication is key, new moon in Gemini. And a personal issue reaches a resolution. full moon in Cancer. From the ice cream oracle, we have Neapolitan, collaboration, teamwork, resourcefulness, and vanilla, status quo, tradition, simplicity. From Loving Words from Jesus, because at least in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, we've got the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. He shall teach you all things. John 14:26. From Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress, we have I would be honored to meet you. I want to write your name in the sky, and you make me feel tingly. As for this blank card, this is actually songs that I have written down myself. Different songs that I've channeled to share with you guys, basically. And this would be a song dedication for you. Like if you were to turn on the radio, this would be the song that they would request to have sent to you. And that would be Sucker by the Jonas Brothers. And from Mixed Emojis, this is basically going to be overall in general how they are feeling right now. And we have Curious. We got Curious George in the house. All right, maybe your person's name is George. I don't know. I don't know where that just came from. Curious George. Anyway, totally random. Let's break it down. Let's get into this, shall we? Okay. So, this person definitely loves you, definitely wants to be with you. If you guys have been in separation or whatever, that's going to be coming to a close. We have here and now, I want you back in my life. So if you guys have not been communicating, if there's been very little communication, if you guys broke up, if, whatever fell apart in the past, they don't want it to stay like that forever. They definitely want you back. They want you back in their life. There is a chance for some of you, maybe you're actually even with this person right now because, we have here and now at the top of this card. So maybe you're already with this person, but yeah, they definitely want you back. They definitely want to be back in your life. And the reason why I say for some of you people, you may already be together is we have marry me, wifey material, fulfillment. We have I know we can do it, wholeness. And we have I'm ready to leave and bring you balance, justice. And, when you have justice for a situation, when a situation has been complete to the point where it's whole and you have reached fulfillment with a person, with these 3 cards alone, I feel like for some of you guys, you may actually already be with this person. You guys may be married, with wifey material. You may just simply be in a committed relationship. They could be your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. So for some of you, you may already be together. But for those of you who are not, you're going to be. Because number one, this person clearly wants you back. And a part of wanting you back is they want to, leave behind whatever happened in the past, whatever negativity was there, whatever was broken. They want to leave that behind and they want to bring justice. They want to bring balance. So whatever was off kilter is going to be resolved. It's going to be brought back together. That's for sure. And they know that you guys can do it. So whatever obstacles have been there, whatever mountains have been in the way, this person is going to make sure to overcome those mountains. They're going to clear them away. They're going to scale over those obstacles and reunite with you because they believe that both of you are strong enough together to do it, to be united. And I feel that they definitely see you guys as this long-term committed situation that can make it work because they see you as wifey material. You know, they want to marry you. You know, whether that means like actually, you know, the full-blown wedding ceremony, paperwork and all that kind of stuff, or just simply having that, you know, indefinite commitment that this is like a lifelong thing. Bottom line is that's what they want, and that's ultimately what is going to bring them their ultimate fulfillment, and I believe it's going to bring yours as well. So, you know, this is all very, very positive energy here. You guys are either at that place right now or you are getting very close. You are on your way. Communication is key here. So like I said, if you guys haven't been communicating or there's been very little communication, communication is going to be coming in. It is a key to, you know, get back together, to have that fulfillment, to bring the balance, to know that you can do it and bring wholeness. It's coming in. Communication is the, you know, it's the car, it's the plane, it's the vehicle to do that in for sure. A personal issue reaches resolution. So, you know, once again, if you guys have been in separation, if you guys have not been talking, if there's been very little communication, if this relationship just hasn't been up to par and where you would like to see it to be, it's going to be. Whatever was the problem before, it's going to be resolved, it's going to be put to bed, it's going to be put to rest, and you guys are going to be able to move on to a better next chapter for sure. And I feel like one of the ways you guys are going to be able to do that in conjunction with communication is collaboration, teamwork, and resourcefulness. So, you know, it's funny with, I know we can do it, teamwork and communication. I feel like the way that you guys are going to get to that happily ever after, the way that you guys are going to reunite and ride off into the sunset is going to be a lot of communication and a lot of teamwork. You know, you guys are a team. You may be a two-person team, but you are a team. So you guys are going to collaborate, you're going to brainstorm, you're going to figure this out, you know. Whatever it was that was keeping you apart, it's like, and I don't like using this example because I hate math and I'm not a math person at all. But it's like if you guys were to tackle on this gigantic algebra problem or something like that, you guys are going to put your brains together and you're going to figure out, you know, what happened to X and Y and Z and what does 1, 2, 3 equal and all that other stuff. But you guys are going to figure it out. You know, it's like you've been given a class project and the two of you are really going all in to figure it out and to make sure you get an A on this project, an A on this report. So I definitely believe that that collaboration, communication, that teamwork, it's all going to work together so you guys can do it and reach that wholeness. So you guys can definitely come back together and achieve balance and justice. So I definitely see that as happening for you. And once you guys get through that, as for vanilla, status quo, simplicity, you know, and I don't mean this at all in a way like, oh, you guys are vanilla, you guys are boring. No, that's not what I mean at all. But I do think that when you guys are on the other side of all that teamwork and you're able to resolve whatever the personal issue is, you guys are going to find simplicity. You know, it's kind of just like life is going to calm down and you're going to be able to enjoy it. You know, maybe up to this point, your relationship has been like going through the roaring rapids kind of a thing. It's been rocky and crazy and you're afraid you're going to drown. But then once you figure this out and you're on the other side, it's going to be like floating through a lazy river. So it's just going to be simple. And a part of tradition here for some of you guys, very well could be marriage. It could be, the white gown and the reception and, the family and the friends and, the religious traditions and all the other kind of stuff that goes into it to make that union whole. So yeah, but it's just gonna transition into a very simple, free-flowing, easygoing kind of time for you guys. And as for the status quo, basically, maybe in the past people kind of looked at you guys and your relationship as like this crazy, unpredictable thing, and maybe people would ask you like, why are you still dealing with this person? Why are you even invested? Why do you care, kind of a thing. But once you guys resolve that personal issue, you're going to kind of basically meet that status quo. Like, you'll look like that healthy and whole couple because you actually will be that healthy and whole couple. Like, you'll meet the status quo of, oh yeah, you guys like have a solid and good relationship. So that's kind of how I see that and how I take that as. Let's see. As for, I would be honored to meet you. If you guys haven't been talking, if you guys haven't been communicating, obviously this person is going to want to meet up with you to get started on that teamwork, to get started on resolving things and moving things forward with one another. I don't think this is like, I would be honored to meet you as in terms of, oh, you've never met this person before. Like, clearly you know who this person is, otherwise you wouldn't be here asking at this reading. I want to write your name in the sky. I just think that's just a very passionate gesture. This person loves you. They would write your name in the sky. They see you as wifey material. So, who knows? Maybe for some of you, that's how they're going to propose. Maybe they're going to hire one of those sky riders or something, and in the clouds it's going to say, will you marry me? If that happens, if that actually happens, please come back to this reading and leave a comment for me and let me know about that, because that would just be the coolest confirmation ever if that actually happened. And you make them feel tingly, all tingly inside, which is, kind of like Sucker by the Jonas Brothers. If you guys don't know the song, just look it up here on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, or whatever. It was really popular last summer, actually, so it's still a pretty new song in terms of those terms. But yeah, like basically they're saying, I'm a sucker for you. Like, it's kind of like they'll just kind of fall at your feet for whatever, which makes sense because you make them feel tingly, and they would write your name in the sky. They're just kind of enamored by you. And as for curious, I feel like their curious feeling is they're probably feeling curious to resolve these issues, to collaborate and work together as a team, to communicate with you so you guys can actually step into that wholeness. So I feel like their curiosity is feeling curious to move forward with things, pretty much. And like I said, if you're already in a relationship with this person, because I do feel for some of you, you could already be together. Maybe this is simply just about taking your relationship to the next level, making things even a little bit more tight and a little bit more committed than where you guys are even at right now, just making things even better. So that could be definitely a possibility as well. Like, maybe you're dating and you're in this long-term relationship, and maybe marriage is the next step for you guys. So who knows? As for the Jesus card, the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things. So, basically when Jesus died on the cross and he went to heaven, he left behind for us the Holy Spirit. And I know, a lot of readers, will frequently reference spirit. And, that's basically what the Holy Spirit is. And the thing is like, even though God may not be walking here physically and in flesh and bone like us, like a human being, he is still with us. So, definitely, at least in regards to your connection, keep tapping into that spirit, keep tapping into that energy, keep praying, keep making, God kind of like the center and focus of your relationship. And all the time, especially in these divine connections, they really are a third party situation, but they're a healthy third party situation. It's not like you, your person, and another person, but it's you, your person, and God. And God is the best third party you could possibly ever have in your life. Like, that's just like so incredibly important. So it's like this triangle of a relationship, but it's a beautiful love triangle. So I definitely feel that you guys certainly have that going on, but beautiful energy going on here for this group. Like I said, if you're not currently with this person, expect communication to be coming soon. Expect to work together as a team so you guys can come together in wholeness, because they do want you back. They see you as that wifey material. And if you guys are already together, like, good job on being you guys. Keep doing what you're doing, and I think, things are just going to get bigger and better for you both. So congratulations on all the love and success between one another. So that's what I see going on for you guys. I hope it resonated and it made sense. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did help you, please let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, if you wind up being that person with your name written in the sky, or the proposal written in the sky, let me know. Like, I'm so curious if that actually happens. That's just wild and crazy and mind-blowing to me right now, because I can totally see it happening for somebody. But yeah, anyways, give this video a big thumbs up for me. That certainly helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love.